We are live here at the USA Lacrosse Center for the IAAM C Conference Championship. I'm with Annika Meyer. Annika, welcome.
Thank you. I'm super excited to see this conference championship.
We are in for some fun lacrosse tonight, first at the C Conference, then at the B Conference. We are listening to the stadium announcer, Chris Eli, with the announcement of the starters and for both teams. And in fact, the whole teams will be introduced here at the championships. And we'll be getting ready with the start of our game in about 5 minutes. So we're going to let you listen to the stadium announcer for these introductions, and we'll come back to you in just a few moments.
Junior attacker number 12, Via Hudlow. Senior midfielder number 15, Addie Roush. Junior midfielder number 16, Skylar Sensenbrenner. Freshman attacker number 21, Kate Evans. Sophomore attacker number 23, Olivia McGill. Senior defender number 29, Morgan White. And in the goal for the Eagles, a sophomore number 24, Melanie Tapu Rodriguez. The Eagles are coached by Maggie Pickhart. And now, please welcome the reserves for St. Timothy's. Charlie Hamilton, number 10. Number 15, Victoria Curran. Number 17, Malia Littlejohn. Number 20, Charlotte Frisch. Number 28, Izzy Duff. And now, please welcome the starting lineup for St. Timothy's. Junior attacker number 2, Kiera Caffrey. Junior attacker number 3, Lily Mullen. Junior defender number 5, Marlene Seidel. Freshman midfielder number 9, Ryan Rogers. Sophomore defender, Ari Odejumo. Junior defender number 14, Ava Basham. Sophomore midfielder number 16, Story Drake. Sophomore midfielder number 22, Nyla Barham. Sophomore midfielder number 25, Ellie Smith. Freshman midfielder number 27, Nicole Barham. Junior midfielder number 29, McKenna Burnett. And in the goal for St. Timothy's, a junior number 12, Bella Scarlato. St. Timothy's is coached by Kylie Frazier and Natalie Corinth. And now, ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise, and gentlemen, please remove your caps as we proudly present our national anthem. The officials for tonight's game.
Well, we're ready for some lacrosse here at the U.S. Lacrosse Center in Hunt Valley, Maryland. Annika, you remember the time when you were back here for NDP? What was going through your mind at this point going into the championship game?
Yes, nothing like championship lacrosse. Best time to play is May. We got a really fun matchup here. Both teams highly touted in the C Conference. For Annapolis area, Skylar Sensenbrenner coming off 2 really huge games from Catholic High and Key. She had 12 and 10 goals respectively, so really dominant offensive performances. And then for St. Tim's, they have a pair of twins in the midfield, or sisters, I should say, Nyla Bram and Nicole Bram, looking to lead the way for them. So nothing like this feeling, championship caliber play right here, so super excited to watch.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, and the teams will take the field now. And we start with a draw. Women's lacrosse, a little different than men's lacrosse, right?
Oh, yeah. The draw is such a huge component of the game. Possession is really everything. So a lot of the times it does come down to who's winning those possessions, who's getting those extra offensive touches to win this game.
And it looks like it's going to be Story Drake for St. Tim's. Oh, no, that's Skylar, I guess, for St. Tim's. Let's get our bearings here for – no, it is Story Drake for – and ready to begin, and we go.
Great draw.
And that was controlled by St. Tim's. Ryan Rogers with control. Making it way around the perimeter. Out front. The spin. Look, nothing there.
Great defense. Looks like Annapolis area is playing in a man-to-man. So St. Tim's is really going to look to isolate those dodges from the top.
Look inside.
Oh,
intercepted. And picked up by Annapolis area.
We talked about her a little bit in the beginning. Skylar Sensenbrenner really doing it all for both sides of the field for this team.
The entire St. Tim's team chasing her down the field. And she gets it. And it'll be Annapolis area's control. And they set up their offense. Ellie Hansen with the ball.
Nice check.
Taken away by St. Tim's. And they bring it back up the field.
Ryan Rogers, great check away from the body from that Annapolis area attacker. Starting off with 2 really strong defensive plays on both sides.
Great move. Got tripped up. And the ball to St. Tim's.
We've got a free position shot here, and for the women's game, it's such a huge piece of this puzzle. So capitalizing on these extra shots, extra possessions are going to be huge.
The shot. And score! Our first goal of the game.
Fun little limbo celebration.
Yeah.
Lily Mullen did a nice job carrying that ball in on the free position, not forcing anything.
Free position goal scored by number 3, Lily Mullins.
Lily Mullins with the goal. Obviously her first of the game. And St. Tim's first of the game. 1-0.
Definitely a long game, but in a championship game like this, always feels good to get the first one on the board, kind of break the scoring drought and get things really rolling.
Back to the draw. Looks like the same 2 players as the start of the game. And controlled by Annapolis area Christian, CJ Suma.
Draw is controlled by CJ Suma.
Good dodge.
Inside, taken away.
Another
by
great
St.
takeaway
Tim's.
by
Yeah.
Ryan Rogers, her second of the game so far. For Skylar Sensenbrenner for Annapolis area, would just like to see her tuck that stick a little bit more because she beat her defender, but got to protect that stick at the end.
Shot hits the pipes. Comes all the way to the sideline, and up the sideline comes Annapolis area. Annapolis area, Brooke Sensenbauer with the ball. Gives up to her presumably sister, Skylar. And they work it around the perimeter. We do have a shot clock in women's lacrosse. It's down to 40 seconds.
Another great check from St. Tim's. They look to also be playing in a man-to-man defense. So for Annapolis area, definitely need to set up a little bit more ISO dodges from the top just to really test those matchups.
And off to the races again.
Nice crash from Annapolis area, keeping Ryan Rogers from taking that shot.
Still 1-0. 7 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Turn and shot.
Good save.
Good save. And it'll possession over to Annapolis area. And there's a stoppage of the action. And we're getting a warning there for delay a game.
Yep. For St. Tim's, they just need to give the player with the ball, number 8, a little bit more space so she can accurately and safely get things going.
And that was Brooke Sensenbrenner. Pass all the way over to the near sideline.
I was called a push from St. Tim's ride, but I've been very impressed so far with their swarming pressure. They've been doing a really nice job not checking or swinging, but having good body positioning, forcing that clearing defender to move the ball.
Annapolis area spreading things out.
And we've got a goal.
Hey, we do have a goal. Ties it up. Annapolis area with the goal. We'll wait for the official announcement on the goal.
Eagles goal scored by number 16, Skylar Sensenbrenner.
There goes Skylar, Annika.
I know, we've been saying her name all game so far, and we're only 6 minutes into the first quarter. Shows she's really making an impact all over the field. So that was a nice little roll dodge up top. A check was landed, but she was able to scoop it up, corral it nicely, and then put it in the back of the net.
In our third draw of the game. And it is controlled by St. Tim's.
Nice knockdown from Annapolis area.
Picked up by CJ Suma, now given off to number 8, Brooke Sensenbrenner. And she controls to the midfield. to CJ Suma with the ball. And they'll work it around. Back of the net. And now back top. Back to the top. Number 11, Ellie Hansen. Number 15, Addie Rush. Controls it behind the net. She's looking to make a move. 35 seconds on the shot clock.
Good pressure defensively, stepping up and making her forced to move the ball.
And knocked away.
Looks like the flag came out before the ball was dropped, so there was a foul that had initially affected her looking to take the shot, and she'll get a free position for it.
This is Skylar Sensenbrenner again.
False start. Unlucky. She was leaning in to get that good first step. Just ended up going a little bit too soon, so got to ride and get back on defense.
St. Tim's now regrouping. And they'll work the perimeter as well and back behind the net. Lily Mullen, number 3. She dishes off. To the net, scores!
Great take.
Looked like Ryan Rogers again.
Yep.
Monica?
Ryan Rogers, the freshman midfielder, really doing it all. Oh, and we've got another fun celebration on the field. Really doing it all for this team as a youngster, from the draw, from the defense, and then all the way to the offensive side of the ball.
Assistant goal scored by number 9, Ryan Rogers.
2-1. We could say that St. Tim's is a little loose, aren't they? Those celebrations.
I agree. It looks like they're having fun, which is super important in a high stakes, high pressure atmosphere of a championship game. Always good to keep things loose, have fun.
It's so easy to just stiffen up and not be yourself, and can really adversely affect how you perform.
I agree, and I think that's why St. Tim's has gotten off to such a hot start. Really keeping things loose, like you said, having fun, and they're finding the rewards because of it. Great save on the end line. That was a nice pickup.
Dodge up top, move to the middle, shot. No, couldn't get the shot off. And we're going to have a call here to stop.
Looks like we've got Nicole Bayram. She got checked into, the check was landed on her back, came kind of over her head. So she'll be taking the free position shot. And I correct myself, it's actually her sister, Nyla.
Nyla, right. Nyla goes
great
in.
take.
Oh, great
Good
move,
save.
great save too. But she gets it back and takes it behind the net. Back out front, and we got a whistle.
Another fun celebration.
And so we call that a goal, right?
Yes, so a new rule change in the IAAM this year. If the shot was taken simultaneous of the shooting space call from the official and the ball went in, they deem it a goal. It's a simultaneous call and the goal counts.
Much to the happiness of the girls from St. Tim's as they take a 3-1 lead, 2:49 remaining in the first quarter.
I think St. Tim's is finding some success early, really getting those second chance opportunities off the rebound from the goalie. Any kind of loose balls, they've kind of been all over. So I've been impressed by that.
St. Tim's does come into the championships undefeated.
St. Timothy's goal, scored by number 2, Kira Caffrey.
Another great draw control by Ryan Rogers. She didn't get that one clean in the air like she was hoping to, but she really did a nice job picking up that second chance opportunity like we were talking about. Extra possessions will mean extra opportunities to score.
So they got a wheel going around the crease. Looking for that pass.
Nice defense.
And the defense takes it away and brings it up sidelines. Ellie Hansen with it, coming down the near sideline. And back into the middle. Sensenbrenner going in, going to goal, getting it checked away twice. And take it away. Ground ball. Scooped by St. Tim's. And going the other way.
Great speed in the transition.
They have numbers, 5-on-3. And
Oh,
Annapolis.
nice cut.
Ball over to St. Tim's.
Looks like we'll get a free position shot on the hanging hash. So the foul occurred outside of the 8-meter initially, but within the critical scoring
What a
area.
quick move
Wow,
inside.
great
save, right?
That was a really great find from St. Tim's. They had a great opportunity to put that one away, but nice save from the Annapolis area goalkeeper. What ended up happening, she just clamped the ball outside of her crease. So if the ball was still in the crease and she did that, it would have been her ball. And looks like they're reviewing the call here.
They're going to reposition it.
Yeah.
St. Tim's McKenna Burnett with the ball. She moves it around the top.
Nice dodge.
Nyla Bayram in and scores.
Really nice dodge from Nyla. She did a really good job being shifty, and the shoulder bumps come out. But I think that play starts with the defensive takeaway from number 9, freshman Ryan Rogers.
Unassisted goal scored by number 22, Nyla Bayram.
And it makes the score 4-1 here in the first quarter. 33 seconds remain. So St. Tim's really showing dominance here on the offensive side here in the first quarter.
Agreed. Annapolis area could definitely use a draw control here. But if you end up not winning one, really important to lock down defensively. We don't want to give up anything easy with such short time on the clock.
St. Tim's with control.
Nice
The middle
draw
shot,
down.
score! Beautiful dish and score. And yet one more celebration. They're going to run out of ways to celebrate, aren't they?
I agree. That was a really nice draw and dump play from St. Tim's, looking to push the pace. One of the defenders had to honor the ball, slide to the ball, and her girl was left open in the middle. So they were able to finish that shot nicely.
And that took all of 10 seconds to happen.
I know, that was impressive. St. Tim's is playing fast.
Lacrosse can be a very fast sport, can it?
Agreed. Some people say it's the fastest game on 2 feet, so it's always fun to watch.
St. Timothy's goal scored by number 16, Story Drake.
Story.
Assisted by 22, Nyla Bayram.
Nyla Bayram gets the assist on that one, and Story Drake credited for the goal. And we had a violation. It goes over to St. Tim's, and they're going to run again and try to get one more shot here by the end of the quarter.
So Annapolis area taker Skylar Sensenbrenner just moved a little bit early on that one before the whistle had been
5
blown
seconds
by
remains.
the
Got to go
official.
to the shot from
Woo!
far away. Hits the pipes. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter.
Actually looked like that one hit the goalkeeper.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, she looks like she definitely took that one in the
Yeah, she
the
got a
leg.
little. She had a little limp to her, and probably did take it. Well, that's the end of our first quarter. The score: St. Tim's 5, Annapolis area 1. We have a 2-minute break here between quarters. So we're, as a coach at John Carroll, if you're Annapolis area and you're down 5-1, what are you stressing right now with your team?
Yes, I think for Annapolis area, this is going to come down to the little extra possessions, whether it's on the draw controls, kind of limiting those second chance opportunities for St. Tim's on their offensive side of the ball. I think it comes down to just being a little bit grittier, scooping through those ground balls whenever you see them, whether it is in the circle, or on the 8-meter. But if I'm St. Tim's, keep the foot on the gas pedal, keep things moving, don't let up, need to keep scoring. Because with two, top teams in the conference, it's still anyone's game.
Great advice. Hopefully they take your advice, Annika. Annika, you played at NDP and then you played at Hopkins and very exciting career, I bet.
Yes, it's kind of cool being on the other side of things and seeing things from a commentating perspective versus on the field. But for these girls, always an exciting time to compete. Whether it's, a regular season game, but championships, obviously, everything's a little bit more elevated.
So our weather's holding out, too. We've had the threat of rain. We had rain last night, but got the threat of rain maybe later this evening. But right now it's pretty nice.
It's beautiful, Saturday evening in May. Can't ask for much better as long as that rain does hold out, like you were saying. I'm really hoping. I thought it was just April showers, bring May flowers, but I haven't got many of those yet.
No, it's getting plenty of rain in May.
Agreed.
And our colleagues in the media have opted to stay indoors behind the glass, not venturing out here with us. We're toughing it out here with temperatures in the 50s, so it's rather a brisk evening. But having a lot of fun here at the C-Conference Championships in lovely Hunt Valley, Maryland, USA Lacrosse Complex. This is a beautiful place.
Agreed.
Have you played here?
I did.
So when you were at NDP, you played here at the championships, right?
Yes, when I was a senior at NDP, we played McDonough in the championships in 2018.
Oh, what a memorable game.
Such a memorable game. Love this field, love this complex. It's really done a fantastic job of growing lacrosse, growing the sport. And AU Pro Lacrosse will actually be back here this summer. It's so fun to see the best of the best compete on a weekly basis.
And Annika, you didn't say it, but I will. That was the breakage of the streak for McDonough as NDP won the championship that year.
Yes, it was the breakage of the streak. It was such a fun and memorable night. Being a senior, it was a great way to end your career in high school.
Yeah, for a lot of these girls, this is the last lacrosse game of seniors of their career, and it ends so abruptly, doesn't it?
Ends so abruptly, and a lot of emotions on both sides, honestly, for both teams, whether you win or lose. As underclassmen, great take.
Oh, and a goal. Beautiful take. Went right to goal and put the biscuit in the basket.
Awesome way for St. Tim's to, carry that momentum from the first quarter into the second. Again, starts with Ryan Rogers in the center draw circle. She controlled that possession, keeping her head up as she drives to goal, and is able to find a cutting teammate on the backside.
6-1, 11 minutes and 50 seconds remain.
St. Timothy's goal scored by number 25, Ellie Smith.
Ellie Smith credited with the goal.
I think Smith did a nice job faking that goalie high and putting it low. Being at such a low angle on that crease, it can be a challenge and you can be tempted to shoot it high, but Smith did a nice job, moving, displacing the goalie off of her line and then putting it around her. Looks like Annapolis area is trying a different drawer. I believe it's Ellie Hansen.
And it was successful as they come up with the draw this time.
Draws controlled by Skylar Simpson.
And shot, score!
Great adjustment from Annapolis area. They actually just did exactly what St. Tim's did on the other side. I like Skylar Sensenbrenner on the circle, being able to kind of pick up some of those loose balls and push the fast break. And just like Ryan Rogers was on the other side, she was able to find a cutting teammate and put it in the back of the net.
And exactly your coaching recommendation at the break at the quarter. Control the draw, push it to your score, put it in the net, and makes it 6-2. And we can hear the shouts from the crowd, draw control. That's what it's all about, right?
Possessions are everything, whether it is on this draw control or any loose balls on both sides of the field. You know, getting those extra opportunities to have the ball in your stick is always huge.
Loose ball. And it's given to Annapolis. And then taken away by St. Tim's.
I think that was a really great representation of how hard St. Tim's has been riding this whole game.
Shot hits the pipe. The upper crossbar. A loose ball picked up by and then lost again. And it's going to be given to St. Tim's. And the ball controlled by Ryan Rogers. She gives it up to number 29, McKenna Burnett, and they'll work it away around the back of the net. Lily Mullen now in control. Back to Burnett, and back to Rogers. A lefty. Clear out.
Oh, that's a great cut. Nice check.
And taken away. Loose ball. And Rogers picks it up.
Looks like they ran a little ISO dodge at the top, but then we were looking to find Ryan Rogers off of a lasso cut in the middle, and it worked pretty nicely. They just got Annapolis area had a nice check laid on Rogers. Good find.
Solid defense, but a look, a shot. Oh.
Nice save by the goalie.
Yeah, nice play.
Coming off of taking a hard shot at the end of the first quarter. Nice job by that defender coming to the ball under pressure.
Tipu Rodriguez, the goalie for Annapolis area.
St. Tim's has really been making it challenging for Annapolis area to clear the ball, really just smothering pressure on and off of the ball. And it can make it challenging for a clearing defense to find the other side of the field. Nice check.
Loose ball gotten back by number 1, CJ Suma. And Annapolis controls. Shot wide and out. It's going to go to Annapolis area. Control behind the net. And
that's great defense from St. Tim's. That Annapolis area attacker, Addie Roche, she had the lane, and then the defender kind of closed in the space really well and ended up drawing a charge.
And Rogers brings it up to the midfield. And across. And they'll set up their offense. 8 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Movement to goal, shot, score! Number 22, Nyla Bayram with the goal.
She's getting some revenge on that last shot she took to hit the crossbar. That one did not. That one found the back of the net off a really nice cut, slip off the elbow, and her teammate was able to find her pretty nicely.
Scoring her second goal of the championship.
Well, Annika, one of two things. Either they ran out of celebrations or the coach may have said, let's ease up on the celebrations.
I vouch for the first one. I think they ran out of celebrations. They're still having fun finding the back of the net.
So we are at 7-2. St. Tim's over Annapolis area. Here with 8 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the first half.
Great draw control from Annapolis area. Brooks Sensenbrenner. Great job getting that possession for her team.
Controlled by CJ Suma. Looks inside. Errant pass taken away by St. Tim's. And they'll push it up the field. They love to run.
Speedy clear from St. Tim's looking to push this fast break.
And numbers again. It's 5-on-4. And we've got a call.
Looks like it'll be shooting space on Annapolis area. That defender just slid from low to high. And when she was in the shooting lane of the St. Tim's attacker, that's going to be that call every time.
And a shot, skip shot is good. Goal. Did you catch? I didn't catch the number on that one.
I think that one was Addie Roche from St. Tim's. Excuse me, I apologize. That was Eleanor Smith. Really nice free position shot for her. We always say when you put the ball on the turf, you really never know where it's going to go. So bounce shots can really kind of take the goalie off the ball. It can take it. The path is really disrupted. So nice shot from St. Tim's, able to put that free position away.
And we're going to have a timeout on the field with 7 minutes and 4 seconds remaining.
Good timeout from Annapolis area. You know, St. Tim's had a couple in a row, and this is a good way to kind of try to stop that momentum, make a few adjustments, and get a few back in their favor.
Learn more or become a member today at usalacrosse.com.
So the shot clock, you have 90 seconds in high school?
Yes, 90 seconds high school. Actually, that's universal now, high school, college, and professional. And as someone who played in both a shot clock and a non-shot clock environment, I personally am such a huge fan. I played defense in my day, so it's always helpful to us when we aren't stuck on defense for 6 minutes in a row. But I think it helps to speed the game up. It's been such a great adjustment because offenses are playing faster and also making defenders play faster as well. So I think it's good for the game, and I've been a huge fan of it. It also incentivizes riding to kind of take some time off of that shot clock.
Yeah, I remember the years in the past when there was no shot clock and people would go to kind of a four corners offense, hold the ball, kill the ball for minutes.
Yeah.
And the poor defenders were doing their very best to keep up with these speedy little attack people.
Yeah.
And it was the attackers many times just ran them out of gas.
Yes, it was definitely an adjustment that needed to be made. I remember when I was a little girl watching one of the national championships, there was like a 12-minute stall when one of the teams was up by 1 or 2. So definitely a great adjustment to keep the game flowing and really incentivize continuing to play as we should. It's a great game, and it's fun when both teams can share the ball and really compete. So I am a huge proponent of the shot clock, and I'm really glad it's come down to the high school game.
Well, I'm a big proponent as well. I watched too many of those games, and you were so frustrated if you were on the low side of the score when someone went into a stall.
Oh, yeah.
And just ran around the ball with the ball for minutes. And And it just didn't seem like it was the way the game was intended.
Absolutely. And from the viewer's perspective, it's way more fun to watch teams continue to play and compete back and forth versus kind of just watch a game and keep away. Looks like Annapolis area will return back to Ellie Hansen at the draw. That adjustment they made a few draws ago, but St. Tim's has been holding consistent with Ryan Rogers, that freshman midi. She has a really nice lefty pull that has been really successful for them.
And this time, Annapolis area does control.
That's a big draw for them coming out of a timeout.
St. Tim's has done a pretty effective job of shutting down Skylar from even touching the ball. And when she does get it, they seem to really swarm on defense.
Agreed. They clearly did their scout. They understand that she's been a high-level goal scorer for them, so they're sending a ton of high pressure, and then when she is driving, looking for that immediate double. She's got an isolation up top now.
And shot down low, goes wide, and Annapolis area will control.
Really nice defense from St. Tim's. Michaela Burtnett, she did a nice job, holding Skylar Sensenbrenner to a low probability shot, forcing her to take that.
And the official coming over to the table.
Looks like it'll be something around either the shot clock or the game clock. Rules specifically, if that shot did hit the net or hit a pipe or anywhere kind of within the frame, it would be a shot clock reset. But in this case, it did not hit frame, so the shot clock should not have reset. But it looks like they reset it to 51 and that the shot clock ran a few seconds longer than it should have.
Okay, looks like we're ready for action again with 51 seconds on the shot clock. Looks like put 4 or 5 seconds back on. And Annapolis area will control behind the net. CJ Suma with the ball. Running into
Great
traffic.
pressure.
And taken away by Rogers again.
Really great pressure defensively from St. Tim's. Looked like Annapolis area was trying to isolate CJ Suma from behind, and they were able to send an early double and crash towards that 1v1. So nice job and great takeaway from Rogers.
Right in front.
Great save.
Good save.
That is a great save from Annapolis area's goalie Rodriguez. Could be really deflating for a defense and just a team in general, when after playing offense and turning the ball over, to have to, get a quick goal scored on you, but she did a nice job of keeping that one out.
Good defense. Moving around
nice
and
shot.
score!
St. Timothy's unassisted goal scored by number 2, Kira Caffrey, her second goal of the game.
Kira Caffrey with the goal.
Really nice shot from Caffrey from behind. She recognized that a defender did not slide to pick her up, and she got her hands free and was able to put that one really nicely in the top right corner around the Annapolis area goalie.
Yeah, Rodriguez looked like she was playing the low shot, and it went over her shoulder.
Yeah, it's a really tough shot or save for a goalie to make, especially as a righty that Rodriguez is. Caffrey did a nice job putting that at her opposite top shoulder.
Back to the draw with 5 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the half. Controlled by Annapolis area.
Goals controlled by Skylar Sensenbrenner.
Although St. Tim's have been keeping Sensenbrenner, relatively quiet on the offensive side of the ball, I thought she's done a nice job so far, picking up those loose balls at the draw control, really, working hard to gain possession for her team.
Her movement inside.
Oh, great
She
find.
dishes. Oh, great pass, great shot.
Eagles goal scored by number 1, C.J. Summa, assisted by number 16, Skylar Sensenbrenner.
C.J. Summa with the goal. Sensenbrenner with the assist.
Great finish by Summa on the offensive side of the ball, able to put that around the goalie. But Skylar Sensenbrenner did a really nice job, realizing when she had 2 on her, and instead of trying to force a low angle, low probability shot, she was able to keep her head up and find C.J. Summa in the middle. So nice job and taking the hit at the end. Really tough play from her.
And the draw control by Rogers for St. Tim's.
Draw is controlled by Ryan Rogers.
Oh, great look. Oh, unlucky.
Oh, and a goal.
Unlucky for the goalkeeper for Annapolis area, but a really nice play from St. Tim's. Another give and go in the fast break. It's been really successful for them so far.
So St. Tim's answers the goal by Annapolis area with their own, making it 10-3. 4 minutes, 19 seconds remaining in the half.
St. Timothy's goal scored by number 16, Story Drake, her second goal of the championship.
Story Drake coming up with her second goal. And again, controlled by Rogers on the draw.
I know we've been saying her name a lot, but I've been really impressed with her ability to get those balls on the ground. She hasn't been getting them necessarily right out of the air because of the taker she's drawing against. But she's been doing a really good job staying low, picking up those ground balls the first time, and then coming out of those muddles with the ball.
Ball making its way around the perimeter again. Solid defense. Spin, shot, scores! That may have been McKenna Burnett that time. Oh, we're back to the celebrations.
And they're back. They drew up a couple more celebrations post-goal. But St. Tim's did a really nice job. They were, trying to draw the attention at the crease with that constant wheel, the circle of cutters.
Unassisted goal scored by number 29, McKenna Burnett.
But Burnett, like you were saying, was able to finish the ball at the end. She had a really nice isolation dodge up top, able to keep, the stick within her frame and then finish that ball, low and away, which is always a favorable spot to shoot.
And controlled by Annapolis area.
Draw is controlled by Skylar Sensenbrenner.
Skylar Sensenbrenner brings it up. Sensenbrenner controls at the top. Gets
Nice
it back.
cut.
Shot. Scores! You can only hold her down so long, right?
Agreed. I think Annapolis area kind of figured it out a little bit. They're sending such early pressure to her, St. Tim's defense, when she is in that isolation dodge. But I think she's starting to realize that if she can move off ball and, be open for that cut, she's going to find herself pretty wide open. So nice feed from her teammate, and she was able to get herself open and finish that ball in the back of the net.
It's a beautiful rollback to the front of the net to receive that.
Agreed. I always tell my players, change of speed, change direction. And Sensenbrenner did both of those. Did a nice job of kind of dragging her defender away, thinking she wasn't going to do anything. And then she changed her direction and speed pretty promptly and was able to find herself open.
Yeah, your point about speed, that just change in speed really got the defender off their mark and allowed her to receive it and put it in the net.
Agreed. Rogers is keeping it really challenging, making it really challenging for Annapolis area to go on a run when she keeps coming up with the draw controls. Such a huge piece of the game, getting those possessions.
2 minutes, 30 seconds in the half. St. Tim's. Seem content to keep control here. Maybe work the clock a little bit.
Oh, great pick.
Very good.
Brooke Sensenbrenner, Skylar's sister, coming up with a huge interception for Annapolis area.
St. Tim's really does swarm the ball, making it hard to clear, don't they?
They've done a nice job as well. Again, I said this before, but they're not swinging, they're not being undisciplined. They're really controlling their sticks and their bodies, and just forcing the defender to redirect and have to move the ball.
Yeah, relatively few fouls called here in the first half.
Agreed. It's been a pretty clean game on both sides. Both teams talented and disciplined to keep it fun and keep it moving.
Shot wide.
Nice backup by St. Tim's.
Yeah, it'll be St. Tim's ball. And they'll bring it up the near sideline.
So the shot clock is off now with 50 seconds on the game clock for the end of the quarter. So St. Tim's could opt to, hold for the last and final possession of the half. And it looks like that's exactly what they're going to be doing. They're going to be moving towards goal, more towards at the 30-second mark up, but Ryan Rogers might have other plans.
Shot. Not a good save by Rodriguez.
A good decision by the goalie to keep it. The St. Tim's coaches are a little bit frustrated because the official did have a flag up. So if Rogers would have not shot that, she would have ended up on the 8-meter as there was a pending 3 seconds call.
Gotcha. So that's the end of our first half here at the William Tierney Field at USA Lacrosse. Our scores: St. Tim's 11, Annapolis area 4. So we'll have 10 minutes here at the halftime. We're going to take a little break ourselves. We'll turn the sound down. We'll leave the camera on the field, and we'll be back to you in about 5 minutes for the second half of today's IAAM C Conference Championship. Thank you. Annika, the team's still in the locker room, about to come back out. We had a little shower. Looks like hopefully that's the end of our weather for tonight. As you said, I may have jinxed us talking about the, as you said, a big dark cloud came right over top, and it hasn't left yet. But,
I know. I hope it is passing through. Looks like both teams are heading out to the field now, looking to get things going for the second half. But really been impressed with, talent on both sides of the ball. Hopefully a dark cloud can't keep that away.
How about the so I'll do what I did to you in the first quarter. At halftime, what do you say to your team if you're Annapolis Area Christian and you're down 11-4, but that's not an insurmountable lead?
Not an insurmountable lead. We always say that lacrosse is a game of runs, so it's completely possible to mount this comeback. And for Annapolis Area, they have proved that they can do it. They can win the draws, they can make the stops and put the ball in the back of the net. But for them, it's going to be one goal at a time, one possession at a time. Don't make it seem too big to where it can't be overcome, but just got to take your time, chip away, and slowly start to make your way back into this game.
And how about St. Tim's? Well, if you said earlier, keep stepping on the gas. You feel the same way?
I would feel the same way. Keep stepping on the gas. Again, you're playing a talented Annapolis area team. You don't want to let them back into the game or give them any momentum. But keep having fun. That's what I would say. They're, like you said, they're playing loose, celebrating the little things, and it's been fun to watch. So for them, have to string together a full game and finish this one off. But keep having fun, keep winning the little possessions, because that's been the difference of this game.
And it looks like St. Tim's relies on their speed, so there really isn't kind of slowing that down. It'll disrupt the whole flow for them, won't it?
I agree. I think they have such a fast style of play to where you want to keep that going, continue to play to your strengths, and kind of just let the girls continue to run and push those fast breaks, because they have been really pretty to watch.
And both teams taking the field. Looks like we're going to have on the draw for St. Tim's. Looks like somebody different out there. So looks like it's going to be Story Drake this time. And number 11, Ellie Hansen's going to take the draw for Annapolis Area Christian.
Oh, they made a last-second change to go with Skylar Sensenbrenner. Looks like they're putting Ryan Rogers for St. Tim's on the circle, which I do kind of like, because she has been such a beast for them within the circle, picking up those loose balls versus first time in the air. So let's see how it works out.
And it is controlled by Annapolis Area Christian. Sensenbrenner comes up with it, and they sprint down the near sideline. Number 11 is Hansen. And
great
good check. And taken away. But it's now loose and controlled by Rogers.
Rogers picks up right where she left off to start this second half. A really nice cause turnover for her. Not giving Annapolis Area any life.
The feed to the middle. The look, shot, scores! And that looked like number 22, Nyla Bayram, with the goal.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's a hat trick for Nyla today. Nice finish. She did get the ball dislodged from her stick, but she didn't quit. She didn't, let that discourage her. She picked the ball right up where she left off and was able to put that one in the back of the net. That's a big one for St. Tim's to get early, to set the tone, and to continue to carry their momentum into the second half. But like I was saying, I think that goal starts with Ryan Rogers on the defensive side of the ball, taking that away.
And back out to the draw. And it looks like the same two as we had to start the half. Story Drake. It's Sensenbrenner.
St. Timothy's goal scored by number 22, Nyla Bayram. Her third goal of the championship.
nice pickup from Drake there. She got bumped and kind of shoved in the back on that pickup, but she was able to keep the ball in her possession and keep it for her team.
12-4 your score, 10:50 remaining in the third quarter. Shot goes wide.
Nice check from Annapolis area. One of the defenders did get beat by a step, but she was able to get that stick in there, dislodge that shot from going straight.
Controlled behind by Kiara McCaffrey. Kiara McCaffrey with the ball. Loose ball now in front. Picked up by Ellie Hansen.
I like the stop from Annapolis area. I think it was very physical defense, but all clean defense. So setting the tone, that they're not going down without a fight.
Long pass up to number 1, CJ Suma. She takes it to the middle and then over to the sideline, back to Hansen. Hansen down the sidelines. Over to Sensenbrenner. To Suma, back to Sensenbrenner. Lost going in, but Annapolis area retains. Work.
Nice save.
Scarlato with the save. Shot on goal.
Looks like that one's outside of the net there. Really good on Rodriguez for Annapolis area, holding that pipe on a low angle shot from St. Tim's. That's a nice save to keep that ball out of the net.
She gets it off to Suma.
Here comes this swarming ride pressure from St. Tim's. It's been really impressive.
They're really fit. They're able to swarm there defensively in the back and then sprint and still defend their goal.
Agreed. It's such a huge ability to be able to ride because it's not really something, it's a lot of hustle, not something we as coaches can really teach too much of. But it's a lot of heart and how hard you're willing to run even when it doesn't result in a goal or cause turnover.
Movement to goal, shot, and score! Sensenbrenner with the goal, I believe.
Yep, that was Skylar Sensenbrenner. Really great take from her.
Game for the Eels, number 16, Skylar Sensenbrenner.
When her team needed one and needed one now, she was able to kind of put them on her back and able to finish this one in the back of the net. So nice take from her, able to get her hands free, put that low and away.
And the hat trick for Sensenbrenner. And it remains a 7-goal spread. And back to the draw. We're going to have Hansen and Rogers this time, I believe.
This was a matchup we saw in the first half for a little bit at the end of the second quarter. So it'll be interesting to see if either of them have made any adjustments.
And Rogers with the take. Draws controlled by Ryan Rogers.
Right to goal. And now to the back of the net. She lost control.
Really great. Wow, she's speedy. Really great take from Rogers.
Turn and score.
She is a one-woman wrecking machine right now. She is doing everything for this team, offensively, defensively, and on the draw. So Annapolis area, if I'm you, I would just be telling my girls to step up, be able to stop Rogers a little bit earlier and not allow her to get her hands free, stop that fast break, just so all of your defenders can get in.
have a substitution. Into the game, number 10 is Charlie Hamilton for St. Tim's. And controlled by St. Tim's. Flip to the middle. And set up.
That was a nice draw control from Burnett. I don't think she gets enough credit necessarily on the stat sheet, but she is someone who's been doing everything really, really well for the St. Tim's team, whether it's draw controls, ground balls, or honestly just her speed in the clear. So she's been fun to watch.
(13-5). 7 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in the third quarter. A light drizzle.
And speak of the devil, if I just told her about not showing up on the stat sheet, she comes to prove me wrong because she put one in the back of the net. So
wow.
Nice take from her. She got her hands free and a really nice shot to put that low and away.
It was so good she fooled me. I thought it was still in her stick. So 14-5.
St. Timothy's goal scored by number 29, McKenna Burnett.
McKenna Burnett with the goal.
Her second goal of the championship.
I think she was able to get that shot off so effortlessly. She really pulled her shoulders back and was able to get her hands free, kind of hiding the ball from the goalie until it was actually released from her stick. So nice shot from her to keep, St. Tim's up by 9.
And the ball given to Annapolis Area Christian.
Draw is awarded to Ellie Hansen.
Looks like the St. Tim's draw taker did not go fully up with the ball, so that was awarded to Annapolis Area.
A spin, shot, and score! And Sensenbrenner picks up her fourth goal of the game.
Skylar Sensenbrenner.
She has been fun to watch. She's so quick, shifty, speedy, and is a really do-it-all two-way midfielder for this team. She was able to dodge through all the pressure that was sent to her. And again, low and away saves the day. A nice low shot on the carpet and put it past the St. Tim's keeper.
Yeah, we have someone new on the draw.
I think it's Burnett for St. Tim's going against Sensenbrenner for Annapolis Area. And Sensenbrenner comes up with it. Burnett just put that check a little bit too much into Sensenbrenner's shoulder.
Annapolis Area sets up. Over to number 11, Ellie Hansen. Hansen to Sensenbrenner. Back to Hansen. And we're going to have a clear out. One-on-one. The spin. Shot. And a great save.
Great save by the goalie, but as a defender at heart, I have to shout out that's really great defense from Nicole Bram. She did a nice job holding her ground, not stepping back and letting Hansen get her hands free. So that's a great defensive stop.
Opposite way, shot no good.
Which
goes
translates
wide.
to a nice shot, but just ended up going a little bit wide.
Bella Scarlato, the goalie for St. Tim's, with the save. And another sub into the game, Victoria Curran. And we've got a call.
So the officials blowing the call here. because Rogers maintained the ball. They were letting the play out to see if she would get a shot off, but since the scoring play is over, she's now awarded the free position for the foul. As a lefty, this is a really nice hash for her, so I think she's going to take this one in.
There she goes. Shot, score! Bounce shot by Rogers into the back of the net. And that makes the score 15-6.
Really great start from Rogers on that free position. Able to cut off that stick-side defender, get to the front of the cage, and then put it on the carpet.
Back to the draw. And controlled by Sensenbrenner.
This Annapolis area team has no quit. They're showing a lot of fight, continuing to really battle for each possession. So keeping it a game, keeping it really fun to watch.
4 minutes, 15 seconds in the third quarter. The setup behind the net. Addie Roush. And she'll pull it back out to the top.
More great defense from St. Tim's. Really nice job moving their feet, being able to hold their ground, not let Roush get into that 8-meter.
Cut to the middle. And we have a foul.
Sensenbrenner had 3 girls around her, just showing how much St. Tim's is respecting her and making sure that she is never left alone. But just a little bit too much pressure into her back, so she's awarded that free position shot.
And she shoots, and it's wide. And possession maintained by Annapolis area. In front, shot, scores! Very quick. Number 1, CJ Suma.
Really great play from Addie Roche at the end line, realizing that St. Tim's was kind of a little discombobulated and found CJ Suma streaking into the middle of the 8. So I liked how they played fast and were able to catch St. Tim's on their heels versus trying to get settled and let things play out.
15-7.
Eagles goal, scored by number 1, CJ Summer. Her second goal of the championship.
3 minutes, 9 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 15-7, St. Tim's over Annapolis area. And this draw, controlled
Such great
by
fight by Sensenbrenner in the middle of the 8. In the middle of the draw circle. She had a lot of pressure on her and was able to pick up that ground ball contested and then able to tuck her stick and avoid any of the checks from the back.
Suma with control at the top. She makes a move, on goal, shot, score! CJ Suma, senior midfielder, makes that score 15-8.
For the Eagles, number 1, CJ Suma.
That's a great take by Soma, able to cap off the hat trick in a nice way with 2:30 left in the third quarter. I think that was an important goal for Annapolis area as they were trying to string together a little bit of a run to make St. Tim's feel some pressure. Ryan Rogers was actually a little bit locked on to Sensenbrenner off the ball, so she was not able to slide, hence opening up that lane for Suma. So kudos to number 1 in Navy for taking that lane and then finishing her shot when she got the opportunity.
back to the spread we had at halftime, 7 goals. And now St. Tim's controls.
Draw is controlled by Story Drake.
I really like that two-man play from Burnett and Rogers on the elbow, able to find Burnett open on the slip, and then Brooke Sensenbrenner just slid low to high, was caught in shooting space, so Burnett is going to get the 8-meter.
The shot on goal is good. Past Rodriguez, and St. Tim's makes it 16-8.
Got another hat trick from another St. Tim's player. I think they might be listening to me because I've been saying low and away saves the day, and they've been doing a really nice job, quite frankly, on both sides of the ball, putting that ball low to get it past the keeper.
Wholesale changes being made by St. Tim's, trying to get everybody a chance in this championship game. Marlene Seidel now in the game for St. Tim's. And coming out, number 11, Adejumo. And Rogers and Sensenbrenner. Well, Rogers and Hansen. And Rogers controls.
Draw is controlled by Ryan Rogers.
I like that decision from Rogers, being up with almost just one full shot clock left.
She turns and scores.
Good take. I think I like that shot more than the first one she would have had. Kind of contested under pressure. She was able to isolate herself a little bit more on that dodge from the crease.
Number 9, Ryan Rogers, her 4th goal of the championship.
The score 17-8. 1 minute, 13 seconds remains in the third quarter. It seems we're getting a goal a minute.
Yeah, this has been a high-scoring third quarter. Both of these teams kind of finding their rhythm on offense. So it's been fun to watch, and really great shooters on both sides of the ball. They're doing a nice job of moving the goalies and not just shooting right into them.
And we're back to Rogers and Hansen on the draw. Rogers really leaning back on that left hand.
I think she's trying to really get that angle and make sure the ball is falling more in towards her stick versus Hansen. And it looks like she got it. But Brooke Sensenbrenner does a nice job picking up that ground ball.
Brooke Sensenbrenner.
And the ball up in front of the St. Tim's bench. Now back to the midfield.
Such an awesome ride, something that's not going to show up on the stat sheet for any of those attackers involved, but they did a nice job, eating some time off of the clock and, forcing that clearing Annapolis area midfielder to move the ball.
35 seconds remains. Pass inside. Picked up by Annapolis area. Lots of pressure. Ball given to Annapolis area. Hansen will have control.
St. Tim's pressure has really been smothering all over the field. I think it's probably one of the reasons they're not only winning just this game right now, but they have been undefeated so far through the season. So it's an aggressive pressure all over the field, but they do a nice job of not fouling in it either.
Shot on goal. Skip. Shot is good. Sensenbrenner with the goal with 4 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
that's a big goal, not just for Sensenbrenner, but for her team. Looks like she kind of landed funny on that landing.
Number 16, Skylar Sensenbrenner.
But with low time on the clock, you know, you look to your best player who's been carrying you, and she was able to put it away. But it does look like she's a little bit uncomfortable. Got a little bit of a limp, but trying to walk it off.
And the B Conference bus is on its way in.
Yep, it looks like St. John's Catholic Prep is just arriving. They are part of our nightcap at 7:30. They'll play Gerstel. But they're clearly very excited to be here.
Yeah, we could hear the yellow bus coming from the road, actually. And that's the end of our third quarter. St. Tim's 17, Annapolis Area Christian 9. And we go to the fourth quarter with a 8-goal spread. So one better than we had at halftime. So St. Tim's wins the quarter.
MedStar Health is the official medical provider.
So now it's desperation time for Annapolis Area.
Yeah, I think it's really important for them. If I'm Annapolis Area, you know, we've got to be trying to score on every offensive possession, and really crucial to make some stops defensively. But, you know, nothing is out of reach, and if I'm their coach, I'm just kind of telling them to empty the tanks, leave everything out on the field, because this is, you know, the last 12 minutes of the season. And if I'm St. Tim's, on the contrary, you know, don't start to celebrate too soon, because you don't want to give Annapolis Area any room to kind of get themselves back in. But continue to have fun, continue to celebrate the little things.
You beat me to the question that time, Monica.
I knew you were coming with the question. So it's been really fun to watch both of these teams compete back and forth. Lots of really talented athletes on both sides of the ball.
It's always a lot of fun at these championships to see the caliber of talent that we have in the IAAM, up and down from A to C. And the sportsmanship. It's really, we've seen lots of good examples of people having fun and enjoying this championship and doing it in a very sportsmanlike way.
Having fun, playing hard, you know, it's what makes the IAAM one of the premier conferences in, you know, not just Maryland, but in the country, specifically for lacrosse. But one of my favorite parts as an athlete and now as a spectator is just watching the school community come out and support their friends and be able to cheer, you know, whether it's their athletes themselves or just regular students who have other interests, but they can all kind of rally around their friends and their teammates, which is super fun to see.
Do you miss it?
I think I've outgrown it a little bit, but
okay.
I still, you know, follow NDP and enjoy watching those girls compete, so that you always kind of have a tie and a connection to your school, and it's fun to follow them and see how the current student athletes are doing, because the game continuously is changing and evolving. You know, it makes me really proud to see how the sport is continuing to grow and get better.
Once a Blazer, always a Blazer. Huh?
That is what they say, the sisterhood.
Yeah, well, that's part of the deal, right? It's a great sorority of women, and it's been great to be part of the IAAM, even on the other side of the gender here, just watching these women perform in all sports. And we're going to go to the fourth quarter. Looks like we have some different players on the draw this time. That might be Hanson for Annapolis Area. And the draw controlled by St. Tim's.
Burnett coming away with that one clean and just, you know, showcasing her speed again in the clear, getting that ball down to the offensive end.
She steps in and scores. And that'll make the score 18-9.
Really well-deserved goal for Burnett there, capping off a really nice sequence of plays for her. She was able to get her hands free, put that one low and away, and able to get her team another goal.
Back to the draw.
Looks like we're seeing St. John's head in and head to their locker room, starting to get prepped. Now we're just waiting on Gerstel. Reset of the draw here is because either the official deemed that neither of the sticks were, both parallel on the center line, or one of the lacrosse heads had moved.
And it's controlled this time.
Oh.
Now it's a loose ball, but picked up by Sensenbrenner, but then taken away by Rogers.
Such a great back check, just showing that you should never be giving up on the play. Sensenbrenner, I think she could just tuck her stick a little bit more, but I understand why she was pulling back, just to be able to find her open teammate up the field. But again, really another gritty play from Rogers. She's been such a huge piece of this puzzle for St. Tim's, building such a big lead.
Yellow card issued to C.J. Summer.
So Suma comes up with a yellow card.
Yep, first one of the day. That one from Suma, I think she just came in a little bit too hot. That check was more of a full slash versus a controlled attempt to dislodge the ball from Rogers. But so it looks like Annapolis area will be playing down for up to 2 minutes. But if St. Tim's is able to score, the card will be released. So if I'm St. Tim's, you are a woman up, so I would like to see them move the ball a little bit quicker. But they found it.
Found the net.
They were able to find the mismatch on the crease. It's challenging for Annapolis area to be able to move when they are a man down, trying to cover multiple on the backside. So St. Tim's did a nice job finding that space and then putting that, again, offside shoulder.
Lily Mullen, I believe, right?
Number 3, Lily Mullen.
Yeah.
Second goal of the championship.
Lily Mullen, she's been really creative back there, super shifty, and that's her second goal of the day, in similar fashion as the first, being creative around that crease and just getting her hands free.
And the score now 19-9. The first time we've hit the 10 goal spread here, and so we have running clock at this point. 10 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the fourth as we go to the draw. And this time we're controlled by St. Tim's.
Draw is controlled by McKenna Burnett.
Burnett with the ball, back behind the net.
Nice defense from Annapolis area, just being able to slow Burnett down, who is super fast. Was not, moving on the initial dodge, and then was able to, keep her feet moving and body positioning there for the redodge.
Rogers, quick move, and scores! And she'll make it 20-9.
Her 5th goal of the game. Again, goals has not been the only way she's contributed. I would bet that she has just as many cause turnovers on the defensive side of the ball. But she did a nice job tucking her stick, keeping it with her to avoid the check, and then putting it low and away on this goalie. Looks like Gerstel's bus just pulled up, so they're getting here and getting prepped for their matchup against St. John's at 7:30.
So our B Conference Championship opponents are here. And hopefully you'll be able to join us for more lacrosse action. And this one's controlled.
Ball is controlled by Skylar Sensenbrenner.
Sensenbrenner, she gets it up to Suma.
I really love Sensenbrenner's play. It's super easy to be able to throw in the towel and kind of just go through the motions for this final 8.5 minutes of the game. But she has come and she's shown that she is, not going anywhere. She's going to continue to fight until the last whistle.
Movement inside. Loose ball picked up behind the net by Annapolis and brought back out. Movement inside. Shot. Scores!
Great finish for Annapolis area. Same rule as we had spoken about earlier. Because the shooting space was called in a simultaneous fashion as the shot was taken, the new rule change this year is that the simultaneous goal will count. So as long as both occurred at the same time, not one before the other, the goal is good. But on the contrary, if the goalie did make the save, it's a play on, and the goalie gets to clear.
7 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. It may seem like it's moving a little bit faster now because we have a running clock. 20-10 is our differential. 10 goals is the magic number for running clock, and we are at that mark.
Really such a fun offensive game for both teams. You know, I know Annapolis area probably doesn't feel it, but both teams have found a lot of success on the offensive side of the ball. Being able to put together a cumulative of 30 goals in a game is really impressive. So it's been fun to watch from our end as well. Oh, really nice give and go, but good save from Rodriguez.
And we have an injury on the field. And the ball will go over to Annapolis area.
The swarming ride has not gone anywhere despite having this 10-goal lead. Again, this is really likely one of the reasons that St. Tim's has found so much success this season, is just their ability to kind of make teams uncomfortable in this clear.
Loose ball.
Nice pickup for Brooks Sensenbrenner. That's a big possession to get back to their team. But if I'm Annapolis area, you got to start moving a little bit quicker, just because time is not on your side, especially with the running clock, but really want to get moving towards goal.
Look, pass inside. And looks like a step into the crease maybe.
Yep. Really unfortunate because she was open on the cut. I think she was just hit a little bit too late. So she was able to, she was stepping in the crease.
And we have an injury stoppage.
Yeah, it looks like the same kind of nagging ankle injury that's been bothering Sensenbrenner for a little bit now. Looks like she's going to be coming off the field. Nice play by the goalie. A rule in women's lacrosse is only one player can be at the crease at the same time. So for the goalie just to be able to place the ball in the crease, and then one of her clearing defenders, who Burnett, which makes sense, was able to kind of leg that clear out. But nice back check by Hansen. Again, that never give up mentality from Annapolis area is super evident here.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Back to Annapolis area.
It'll be awarded to Annapolis area, but St. Tim's effort will not be discounted. They were able to take more time off the clock. And again, just make it really, really challenging for Annapolis area to clear the ball.
3:58 remaining. Pass in. Ground ball. And the ball goes over to St. Tim's.
Yep, looked like that was just either a push in the back from Annapolis area or they covered it, which was unfortunate. So this will be awarded to St. Tim's. And Rogers, again, just showing that speed in the midfield, able to clear the ball by herself.
Three minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Pass and shot. And it's good. Just snuck by Rodriguez. Looked like she got her stick on it, but just trickled out.
Yeah, unfortunate bounce there. I think Drake, that was who scored the goal for St. Tim's. I think she did a nice job of shooting a bounce shot over her defender. So with the defender in front of her and taking a little bit of a funky path, it was hard for Rodriguez to find that ball. But nice shot by Drake, able to put 21 up for St. Tim's, which is, again, a really impressive offensive performance.
Yeah, really one of the biggest challenges for a goalie is getting screened. You know, you don't always see where the ball is.
100%. And it can be challenging, you know, as a goalie, facing so many shots in a game and, you know, not being in your rhythm, and it can be really, really hard to dig out of a hole. But credit to both goalies on both teams. I thought they've both had a really nice day, making some good saves just for momentum purposes for both of their teams.
Draws controlled by Nyla Barron.
We are under the 2-minute mark.
21-10. Our score, 1:45 remaining in our contest today at the C conference level.
Looking to isolate up top again. I like that lasso cut. That's a really good look.
Roll back and then go
Great
to the
shot.
left corner, and the goal scored by St. Tim's.
It was a lasso look we saw earlier for Rogers, but executed nicely by Nyla Barron.
Goal scored by number 22, Nyla Barron, her second goal of the championship.
Really nice way to cap off St. Tim's scoring.
In the championship.
And the cheers begin.
Even though the weather isn't the best, we do have a nice crowd out here tonight for the C Conference Championship.
Again, so awesome just to see the school communities coming out to support, you know, their classmates, their students, whether it's teachers, faculty, whoever came out. It is so awesome, such a high energy place. And with that, St. Tim's.
Is our championship.
Final score, St. Timothy.
And the celebration begins as St. Tim's is your IAAM C Conference Championship with a victory over Annapolis Area Christian. Final score, St. Tim's 22, Annapolis Area 10.
Big congrats to St. Tim's here, not only winning this championship game, but perfecting their season, going a cumulative of 11-0. Really hard to go undefeated in any conference, quite frankly, but especially in an IAAM conference. So massive congrats to them again. I was very impressed with their swarming pressure all over the field, just their ability to play really hard, you know, for a full 48 minutes. And for me, their MVP is for sure Ryan Rogers. She, as a youngster, as a freshman, she was a do-it-all player for them. She's really fun to watch, and I'm really excited to see how she continues to grow and develop for St. Tim's.
And we'll move to the celebration here on the awarding of the commemorative glass bowl for the champion and a runner-up plaque for the runner-ups. And a little Kodak moment for a picture with the championship banner.
I also wanted to say congratulations to Annapolis area as well. Although they came up a little bit short at the end, still takes a lot of work and hard work to get to this point. So that should definitely still be celebrated and appreciated. So congratulations to both teams for an outstanding season, and then for St. Tim's for pulling it out at the end.
And a very sportsmanlike gesture as they do the handshake or the high five through the lines. Both teams should be very proud of their performances, and although in a loss, the folks from Annapolis area very appreciative of their crowd that came out. And our stadium announcer for the awards, we'll turn it over to Chris Eli.
Kara Carlin of Friends School and Jesse Morgan of Garrison Forest, the sport chairs. Representing the Eagles, Athletic Director Josiah Wolf. Representing St. Timothy's, Athletic Director Mary Ann Sallin. Will the Eagles captains please approach center field to receive the runner-up trophy?
And the captains for Annapolis area going out to take the plaque for.
Congratulations to the Eagles on a tremendous.
And that was C.J. Suma and Ellie Hansen receiving the plaque.
They were both outstanding leaders for this team, doing it all on the field, from ground balls to draw controls to putting the ball away in the back of the net. So congratulations to Annapolis area as we now shift to St. Tim's to get their championship plaque.
And captains going out for St. Tim's will be number 25, that's Ellie Smith, and number 29, McKenna Burnett. And they bring the championship trophy, the bowl, and medals all over to the victors here today, and the banners for their picture. So that's our C-Conference Championship for this evening. Annika Meyer, thank you very much for helping us with the broadcast. I'm Larry Dukes with Red Dog, and we will be back to you in just a little while. 7:30, we have the the B-Conference Championship, 7:30 this evening. You can catch that on the IAAM website, and we will see you then. Thank you, Annika.
Of course, it's been a pleasure. Looking forward to our nightcap. And again, congrats to both teams.